Hey guys, you're here for tips, tricks, and cheeses for the Nightfall Ordeal, the Inverted Spire. One of the first things you can do is hover over the map of Nessus. When you see a public event on the right side of the cistern, you can launch your Nightfall. That way, when you load in, you can make a quick detour and start with maximum ammo and super. You can also rally a flag in a public location before you launch the activity for everyone to start with maximum ammo. The only benefit of waiting on Nessus is so you start with your super as well, which may not be worth the time waiting. Get lucky. If you have a fire team come before you, they will have the first area cleared out and you can just drive to the finish. Quick scan. If you double tap your ghost button to pull out and put away your ghost as he's flying into an object, it will cancel that animation, saving you some time and activating the scan quicker. Drive your Sparrow. By taking this route and using one side boost to the right, you can Sparrow to the first ring. The rings. You can summon a slow spawning Sparrow in the first ring, however it can break the trajectory of you flying, allowing you to fly forward with little ability to stop, maybe leading to your death. If you have a fast summon Sparrow, you'll just fall to your death. But in the second ring, you can summon a fast or a slow spawn Sparrow and ride it to the end, which will save you a bunch of time. With Blink, you can also skip from the first to the second ring. This can take practice, but basically a little way into the jump, look up and to the left to blink out of the launch zone, and then blink again to go into the next ring's launch zone, then spawn your Sparrow. In the next area, I like the top right because this can give you a good sightline and it's perfect for launching rockets at groups of enemies. In the next area, sometimes a tank can spawn. I'm not sure if it happens in Ordeal, but it's a low chance to spawn in Nightfalls and Strikes. If you do end up getting it, you can bring it to the edge of the area and use it to destroy enemies in the next encounter. In the next encounter, leave someone up top. That way you won't wipe the encounter. If you are down below and you need a good hiding spot, you can hide in the back where the launchers rotate. You'll need to jump over a couple if you plan on staying back there. There are a couple methods to quickly get through the drills portion. The main method is the Sparrow method. If you follow this path, you should be able to make it to the end without dying. Cutting across this gap allows you to Sparrow past the first set of enemies. Ride the middle lane until the drill to the left of you passes, and then switch to the lane below you and ride that to the end. This has given me the best success. If you make it to the checkpoint but die, you can get to the end without driving. This does require someone to hit the checkpoint that says investigate the dig site. With Stompies, high lift, or high mobility, it can be used to climb over this hill. Start on this pole, mantle the box, climb up again, or just float across. After that, you can drop down into the boss area. If you don't have the checkpoint saying investigate the dig site when you're in the boss area, the boss will not show up. So make sure someone at least gets to the point to trigger it the right way. Use your Sparrow to try and knock off harpies. This is mostly luck. There are a few cheese spots in this area. In the boss corner, you can land on the wall and use it for cover. There are several parts on this wall that try and push you off while trying to land on it. This wall isn't so easy to get on. That's why it's best if you land on the top. Be careful when shooting rockets and grenade launchers. It's easy to clip into invisible walls. On the other end, you can follow the pillar method. The pillar can only see half of the arena, so it's not as good as the wall, but it's a lot easier to land on. By doing this method, you're guaranteed to complete it eventually, just don't get killed. After the final drop, nothing can shoot at you. Before the final drop, be careful when peeking. Even if it's just using primary ammo, you can kill the boss. If you run out of ammo, the game will give you some for free after around 45 seconds. Making this strike extra cheesy. If you're on the second floor, get to this pillar with the light around it. You can hide behind it and shoot the boss without taking much damage. If a bunch of enemies spawn though, you might find them sneaking up on both sides of you. I like this one the best, but most of them provide cover. When the boss does his ground slam, you won't take damage at this position. As far as the no ads glitch goes, Squirrellock Holmes, Master Panda, and I don't actually recommend it. While we were able to despawn the rotating drills, one time we despawned the launcher to the next area, and on the boss fight we despawned the floor itself, putting the joining allies in an infinite loop, and we were unable to start, wipe, or finish that strike. As far as rewards go, you don't need to have platinum to get rewards. I've gotten the Nightfall Trichromatica Ghost and Enhancement Prisms without platinum level. Right now it looks like your best chance at rewards is from running platinum level strikes though, meaning you need to kill all the champions in the strike. Old Nightfall score was based on a tier system. If you got over 110k as an overall high score, you have the highest chance at getting the Nightfall specific loot for all your future runs. Then speedrunning the strike would be the quickest way to get that loot. This week would be the Ghost. It's not easy to prove that you need a platinum run every time you do the strike to have the best chance at rewards. It could be possible that after getting a platinum run on a strike difficulty, that speedrunning strikes would also yield maximum chance drops. But due to separate difficulties, that might be too complicated of a system for Bungie to implement. Without any input from Bungie, right now the best chance at loot is just killing all the champions. To kill Overload and Barrier champions, you'll want 2 people to have a weapon with the mod. So what I did was go to Orbit, rally a flag or get heavy ammo from the Tribute Hall, switch to Overload or Anti-Barrier rounds depending on the champion we were about to fight, and we would kill them one at a time. A Warlock running well is very useful due to the health modifier this week. Black Talon did pretty good burst damage since I wasn't worried about wasting ammo. I could just leave, rally, and come back in anyway. This may take some time, but seeing that 1-2 Punch Peregrine Greaves is getting patched soon, it might be a good alternative. Time is not a factor in rewards. As you see, I got an Ascendant Shard after an hour run, and even with a smaller score.
Cheese forever, Guardian.